Well, now to the latest in the war with Iran. President Trump says Project Freedom has been paused in the Strait of Hormuz over efforts to reach an agreement.
The move comes as Marco Rubio heads to the Vatican to meet with Pope Leo. As NBC's Alice Barr reports, the president has taken aim at the first American pontiff.
A pause in Project Freedom, citing progress toward a comprehensive peace deal with Iran. President Trump putting the U.S. military operation to guide commercial ships through the Strait of Hormuz on hold to, quote, see whether or not the agreement can be finalized. The president noting the U.S. blockade of Iranian ports stays after saying he hopes economic pressure will force Iran to make a deal.
They should do the smart thing, and because we don't want to go in and kill people, really don't. I don't want to.
Earlier this week, Project Freedom kicked up exchanges of fire as Iran targeted American ships passing through the strait and the U.S. forces protecting them. Top military officials say they intercepted Iran's drones and blew up their small boats, but that it was all below the threshold for restarting major combat operations.
Right now, the ceasefire certainly holds, but we're going to be watching very, very closely.
Iran's top diplomat said peace talks were progressing through Pakistani mediators. The central sticking point has been the U.S. demand that Iran abandon any nuclear ambition and give up its enriched uranium.
We can't let Iran have a nuclear weapon.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio underscoring that while responding to frustrations over soaring gas prices since the war began.
If Iran had a nuclear weapon, and they decided to close the straits and make our gas prices like $9 a gallon or $8 a gallon, we wouldn't be able to do anything about it because they have a nuclear weapon.
That as Iran renewed attacks against its neighbor and U.S. ally, the United Arab Emirates, risking more damage to oil infrastructure. Secretary Rubio heads to Italy today and will meet with Pope Leo amid President Trump's sharp criticism of the first American pontiff who has vocally opposed the war with Iran. The president now accusing the Pope of being okay with Iran having a nuclear weapon. He responded that the church has always opposed nuclear weapons and that any criticism of him for proclaiming the gospel should be based in truth. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.